Sparta. Oh, this is Sparta.
Yeah!
I feel like I'm still sleepy in my face. I feel like my face looks sleepy. Does it look sleepy? Huh?
You gotta press that button that says improve my
Improve my.
No, don't hit that, please.
I want to look. I want to look like I got
No.
That I'm sexy.
I'm
I want to
tired
look
of
like
this thing
her.
she got on her camera. I gotta take it off.
What?
That little thing. You got her
Little
face looking
sexy
fuzzy.
thing? Oh, it do look fuzzy.
Yeah, that's why I don't like it.
It's a little The color is atroshed. Atroshed.
What is talking about?
Do you have the
touch-up thing.
enhancer?
It make it look fuzzy. The camera look funny.
Your colors is not as bright as ours.
Because I'm pale. Because of this
No,
color hair.
it's not that at all. Not even a little bit. It's just a little enhancement on the computer.
Good morning, y'all. It's
Is that
Friday.
better?
How y'all doing? How
Yeah.
y'all feeling, son? You know, time to shake it down and freak it down and
Look
all
at
that thing.
her. Look at her color improved, and not even the background is bright now. That look nice.
I'm pale.
That
Yeah,
is nice.
Veterans Day. Shout out to the veterans out there. You know what I mean? Thank you for your service. We appreciate y'all.
We do appreciate you. What do they do? Somebody was asking me today, like,
They go
what
to
is
war.
it? They're not going to war right now. All the veterans that
They
we
They
know.
don't. They're not going to war.
Oh, they in war. Not right now.
They're on war now.
The veterans that are right now are not doing
no.
anything but
The
sitting
soldiers-
down with a blanket across their legs.
No,
Yes.
well, there's Iraqi war veterans
Yeah.
who are out there doing work and things like that.
And then what do? They don't get to celebrate.
They do.
If I'm over there in Palestine, I'm not. Oh no, they're not over
They're
there.
not
Where they over
veterans
there?
yet.
They're in
Iran.
Ukraine.
Ukraine.
They're not
Iran.
veterans.
They're all over, definitely.
When do you get to be a veteran? As soon as you end it, or when you
when
stop?
you're done. Yeah,
Okay.
when you're done. Then you're a veteran.
You're an alumni.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So
Of
big
the
shout outs
army.
to the veterans. We appreciate y'all for your service. Salute.
Salute.
Shout out to
Salud.
Uncle Ronnie and Uncle David. Thank you for your service.
We are very proud of you guys in this day and age.
And indeed.
Indeed. Quick check-in. Miss Tony, how you doing? Looking all beautiful.
Good. I'm getting ready for the big day. You know what I'm saying?
Get ready for that microphone. Get ready for the
Hello.
big day. What are your
All right, we ain't gonna be touching up here all the whole show now.
What are you
I'm gonna do what I want, because you know why? Because I'm 46 years old, and I can do the hell I want. I done paid my dues 6 years. So don't tell me nothing about what I'm gonna do for what I paid for.
6 years ago? What are your plans for this weekend? It is Friday, and this is the
Nothing.
big weekend.
Nothing.
That's not true.
I'm not doing anything.
We're not going to brunch
Oh, we're going to brunch on Sunday. That's it. Yeah.
for your
that's it.
birthday. Yeah, that's a big plan.
Oh yeah, we're doing brunch on Sunday for my birthday.
Who's all gonna be there? Because I gotta
don't know.
find me a good outfit. Because
I-
there might be a boy there that I might.
I
like.
made a reservation for 10 people. I told about 15 people. Who
That's
comes. Who don't come is okay. I'm gonna be there.
That's nice. That's
And
nice.
whoever,
that's
whoever else
that's
gonna be
smart.
there is
That's
fine.
smart planning.
Yeah.
Because you know that there's gonna be at least 5 people that drop off
Yep.
because for various reasons.
Yeah.
So that is a very smart planning situation. I'm excited about brunch.
Me too. I think it's gonna be a nice time. I think
too.
the menu, it looks really, really good, and I'm excited about that. So I already know what I'm getting.
What's a dress code? I
All
can
the
wear
things.
my prom dress.
Everybody asking what's the dress code. I mean, it's just brunch fare.
Because it depends. Because it's a birthday brunch fair.
Yeah,
you
but
gotta
it's not
put
like
on a
a-
little outfit.
It's
outfit.
it's not one of the party brunches like
Oh, okay.
that. So so it's just brunch fare. Put on something cute, and let's go celebrate.
I'm gonna be cute because if it's your birthday, it's my birthday too. So
Yeah. So
happy birthday to us.
You should be cute. You always cute anyway. So
When my hair is right.
so
about to
yeah,
get
so
my hair done,
we're
too.
gonna do that. Oh my god, I forgot one person. Oh my god.
Oh, you're in trouble. Spark
I
FM,
know.
you're live. Caller, you're live. Who am I talking to? Spark FM? No, you don't want to talk? Spark FM, you're live. Who is on the phone? Hello. All right, don't call back here. Y'all don't want to answer
I
the
get
phone.
anxiety around my birthday all the time.
Because you always feel like you got to do the most.
I no, that's
I want to do very little.
I do. I get the
I want to do very little.
That's what
I get the birthday blues. I definitely get it.
Oh, I get it.
every year.
Boy,
Like
I tell you,
no matter what
when
I'm
I
doing.
hit 30, woo, boy, when I hit 30, boy, I tell you this. When I hit 30, let me tell you, if I woke up crying, I woke up crying.
Yeah, I mean, I think
I
Caller.
don't
Oh, there we go. There we go. Caller, you're live. Caller, you're live.
I don't understand. I wasn't invited. See? Okay.
no, I just sent your invitation.
I wasn't invited.
I did. I sent it to your son. He ain't even responded
But you
because I didn't know what kind of son you raised there.
So you said it to my son.
But I didn't know what kind of son you raised there. He ain't even respond to my nice invitation where I sent for him. Goblin.
Goblin. We coming by you for the after party.
Exactly, for my roti. Can you make my roti finally for my birthday, please?
Okay, get the damn roti because I think I'm not invited. So I get
She's sending your invitation right now. I'm gonna bring it to you personally.
Yes, please. Please. She's going to bring it to you.
We'll see you Sunday for the brunch and the after.
I know, because what's a turn up without Miss Bev, huh?
Well, I am home on FMLA next month.
Yes.
You all will get one roti.
Thank you.
And a fish.
What?
And a fry fish.
My good friend just came back from Barbados a couple weeks ago and brought me 2 chefette rotis.
Oh, that's sweet.
It was nice.
No. The fly fish going to Trinidad, so I can't get no fly fish.
Oh. What, they fly up? They flew to Trinidad?
Yeah, the flew to Trinidad.
Miss Bev, I can't
Have a
wait.
good day, lady.
You too, you too.
See you later.
I love our callers.
I
They're
love-
awesome.
I do too.
Rockstone Trish, how you doing today? How's things going for you, brother? It's the Friday. How you feeling? How you doing?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm happy this week is damn near got 2 more days left. I just want it to be done.
This week is done.
I want this month to be done.
Oh.
Bro, say it again.
Month to be
I
done.
want the month to be absolutely over. It needs to be over like after her birthday and then done.
And Thanksgiving.
Oh yes, Thanksgiving is the real day, but I just wanted to make your
humbug.
birthday a highlight.
Well, it is.
Humbug. Listen, I am
It's like
very salty.
your birthday and Thanksgiving.
I get very salty around these times.
Why?
Because my family's not what it used to be, so the holidays for me is just trash.
I see.
know.
I see. where
Family
you
is
go.
not who you was born into. It's who you brought into your life and stayed, or something like that.
Oh,
To
I
me,
see.
you said
That's-
something like that.
That sound good. That sound good.
I don't know what that means, but it didn't make anything better for me.
It didn't help my
Didn't help me.
situation
That
at all.
make me feel better at all. All right, sorry. You
Yeah.
can come to our family gathering.
You know, that ain't gonna make me feel any better. It's just gonna make me realize that,
Your family
my
ain't-
family
yeah.
is kaput.
Oh.
You know, and hopefully, I pray that my family, that time will heal my family and that whatever. But unfortunately, you have people in my family that are very small-minded and they look like they're not interested in having their family back. And I'm talking specifically about my mother. I don't think my mother wants to have my family back, and it's pissing me off right now because, you got to drop certain things down. You got to
Sometimes you gotta
bro,
set things aside.
You gotta,
yeah.
bro, like, come on, you gotta grow. Like, you gotta, So,
Yeah.
shout outs to those people that, you're struggling with your family out there. I keep it very, very, very a buck. My family has gone through shit since my grandmother passed a few years ago. The last day when she had her funeral was the last day that my family was together. That's the last time that anybody saw my family together as a whole. My grandmother had 10 kids that she raised. 7 of them are here, and several of them don't speak to each other, and outside of that, it spilled into, the cousins and all that. So
Which is suck. Which
the family
sucks.
is really trash right now.
Yeah.
You guys know my family. Tell them to man up.
Buckle up.
Tell them women, y'all need to man up. Tell them women
Tell
they
them
need to man up and need to put their differences aside because it's messing up the generations that's coming down after them.
Yeah.
It's passed down to 4 generations at this point.
That's crazy.
Y'all trauma has passed down to 4 generations.
And we know we got to break generational curses. We got to do that. That is our duty. But
So y'all got to get
when
it right,
we all
man.
get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. Hallelujah, glory.
Yeah.
Some people's not going to heaven.
Oh.
Let's
Pray
put
for
that
them.
out there. Just put that there. There's some people out there that's not going.
That's what Janet said. Remember, Triz, your parents' issues are their issues. Keep your relationships and your choice. And I commend you for that,
I
Triz.
think so. Yeah,
I
think-
commend you for that because
Yeah.
you don't let that stop you from being in touch with your
It's not
family.
about
So
them,
I
but it's
love
about
that.
my family. It's
Yeah.
about all of us. It's about all the generations. We need all of the generations to be strong, and we need everybody to be together, not one pack here, one pack here, one pack here, one pack here. Everybody should be together. We should be moving as a unit, like most families. We should be moving like that. And you know, the way that I grew up, the way that we grew up is not how this is right now currently. So
the one good thing about the holidays is that sometimes the holidays does change a lot of spirits. And it does help things to heal sometimes depending on how people deal with things. So again, I think we can say this on behalf of everybody here. You know, like we do hope that situation is rectified. And because I know, I see how it affects you, especially you being a person that is always around and always trying to keep the peace. So, you know, let's since it's Friday, we'll go up onto a higher note. It's F Word Friday. We made it through the week. We made it through the week. November is here. It's upon us. It has come in strong. And now everybody, it's darkness out early. It's a very weird situation. So let's bring some joy into this world. I am doing very, very well. I don't know what I'm going to do after I get off the radio, but I feel like I want to do something fun. Very fun. But in the sake of timing, let's get into the show. Saucy and Friends starts now. Maybe, did he say slaves?
Does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM. Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
Today is November the 10th. November 10th. It is approximately 9:40 a.m. It is Friday, so it's going to be generally cloudy, high in the 52 degrees, winds in the west-southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight it's going to drop down to 34. Yesterday it was friggin' cold. It was friggin' cold outside. It is definitely blanket weather. It is my weather because I never knew I had so many pairs of sweatpants. I am amped about it.
I never knew I had so many blankets. Oh my God.
Really? Me
blankets.
too. I have like 6 blankets. It's a bit much. I'm going to put them in the yellow bins. But, you know, for the most part, I can't keep socks on my feet still though. This is a problem that I have seen is that no matter what.
You sleep with socks? I cannot sleep with
hell
socks.
No.
Oh,
Sleeping with socks sounds like confinement, torture, and abuse.
Even when I do try to sleep with socks on, when I wake up in the morning, they are like bunched up in the sheet somewhere down the bottom.
At the bottom.
I can't do
Have you
it.
ever? I've gone to bed many times with socks on, and like when I go to spread my bed, there's a pile of socks. It's at the bottom. Deck it off. Even here, I be sitting here the other day when I was walking around here. These socks about to come off soon because I feel it around my ankles. My ankles is fat.
But like when you're hot though, taking off your socks is the easiest way to get cool. I feel like, because just take them off. I don't like socks. I'm not a socks person.
Freaking hot.
Yeah, I don't put on socks until around December.
Yeah, and socks are only to be worn inside of a sneaker.
Yeah.
Or a boot.
Oh,
After
yes.
that, you're supposed to take it completely
The
off.
Spark Sweats are coming. The Spark Sweats are definitely coming.
They are coming. We got them all in the other day, and we are waiting for them to be finished, and then you guys will get them. If you guys are interested in ordering Spark sweatsuits, you can do that. I'll post it online so you guys can see what we're working with. We have a whole merch line coming out at one point sometime in that year of 2024. I don't know when it's going to be. I don't know what to tell you. But in the meantime,
is soon.
2024 is just now. It's just right now. It's right now.
I do want to go to sleep one time with socks on and put garlic at the bottom of my feet.
Oh, to suck
The
your
onion.
onions.
Onions.
No,
Yeah.
that sounds
Because
like it smells.
They say that now I put Vicks on my feet.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's good.
Vicks on your feet. Yes.
I feel different.
Yeah. I'm feeling lightened.
I feel different, but I
You know
definitely
what I
want
did
to
the
try
other
the
day?
onions.
Here's a little thing. I'm going to whisper it to Danielle. I put a little peppermint oil in the
Why?
because, having that not so, whatever.
Is
I
that-
was tingly and minty all day.
Lord.
The mint was spreading everywhere.
Oh,
Everywhere.
Because
Everywhere was
minting
minty
down there.
Everywhere was minty.
Where did you put the mint?
Don't.
Where did you put the mint?
Nope, Tristan. Nope.
It was a lovely time that day. Every time the wind blew, it was a cool breeze.
That's like when you bathe with
mint smell.
That's when you bathe with Dr. Bronner's soap.
Yes.
Dr. Bronner's smoke. There was a meme that says when you bathe with Dr. Bronner's, your booty hole go like this.
Exactly. When the wind blow, it be like. It just be cool. It was a nice day.
Little
for me.
menthol
Dr.
booty.
Brothers make you feel extra
It
clean.
do.
boy, I
You
tell
be feeling
fresh.
good. Like
And
my-
tingly.
Yes.
Tingly.
Let's get into the news. Woo, no arrests have been made at Mass and Cass under new encampment under the bridge.
Friggin' trolls.
We have felt very good about what we've seen in the last several weeks. The Post, Woo, no arrests have been made on Mass and Cass under new encampment ordinance appeared first on Boston.com. So let me find where the whole article is somewhere. All right, here we go. Boston Mayor Michelle Wu said Thursday that no arrests have been made under a new city ordinance that gives police the ability to clear tent encampments more quickly in the city since the legislation started being implemented earlier this month. The city began clearing the encampments around Mass and Cass at the end of October in advance of enforcement of the ordinance, which was approved by Boston City Council and gives police the ability to clear temporary structures more quickly. Wu said during an appearance on WGBH Greater Boston on Thursday, including the ordinance is part of a multi-year progression of people moving along the spectrum for housing and treatment in an effort to tackle the humanitarian crisis in the area, which has become the epicenter of the overlapping addiction, mental health, and homelessness cries in the region. With that said, we also have Mayor Wu coming in here on December 10th. On December 10th, she will be here. So gather your questions around so that you can ask her anything that you want to ask her. And we'll do that in a very diplomatic way. We have felt very good about what we've seen in the last several weeks, Wu said. She said she felt confident that the city's approach is one they will be able to sustain over the long run. We're prepared for the winter, and then we have plans going so we can be ready for when spring and summer, when the weather warms up again. It doesn't say anything about where they have gone.
Who are they?
The residents of Mass and Cass. The city coordinated response team director said during the segment that of the 102 people who were placed in alternative situations when Atkinson Street was cleared, 73 were placed in low threshold housing unit, 20 people were sent to a shelter, and others were reunited with family or family members. Boston medical officials have said that since the nearby encampment was cleared, they have seen an increase in the number of people seeking shelter on the hospital's campus and an increase of the people hanging out in South Bay. I'm not sure why they don't address that as well. When you clear the encampments, and most of these people who have been given shelters before find their way back around Mass and Cass, hanging out with their friends, what is it that they are suspecting or thinking it's gonna happen?
I don't know, because if you don't have anywhere to put them, then it's just, it's just causing more problems, right? Like, they literally just took down the tents with no plan for where they should go. I think that they did offer shelter to some people.
Yeah, they said that 102, about 78 of them got shelter. But we know that there's not just 100 of them out there. And then a lot of the times how these shelters work is that you have to be out by a certain time and you can't go in by a certain time. So you probably got to be out by 6 o'clock and can't back in until 6 o'clock. So what do they think that these people are doing in that interim period?
Yeah.
I don't think that we think about that.
Right. I don't
I'm
know.
gonna just go back on Mass and Gas because at least I know that's where all the drugs is.
That's where the party is.
That's where the party's at.
where the party at.
Massachusetts shelters in that same respect. So we have this housing crisis with the Mass and Cass residents. Then we also have a crisis with the shelters that have hit capacity for the migrants that have been coming here. What are we supposed to do?
So we're just overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So
we get too many people here.
We've got too many people here, and then too many buildings here that don't have people in them.
Yes.
The math
The
ain't
buildings
mathing.
is going to be these big luxury condos that
Yep.
5 people can afford. So then they're sitting there trying to figure out who else is going to fit into these other 35 apartments
Yep.
that you have supplied to people.
Yep.
Then those 12 or maybe those 6 affordable housing units been filled with all the people on the wait list.
Yep.
So now we have all these luxury apartments that are sitting there empty because ain't nobody can afford them, while we keep on getting more migrants here and we keep on getting more homeless people here.
Yep.
So I don't know what y'all want. I don't know what y'all do.
What they need to do is upgrade my apartment to one of them luxury apartments and give mine to the migrants.
Oh, what you gonna do?
She gonna go to the luxury ones.
Oh.
I mean, hold on. Hear me out now. Hear me out. Because in this, it said something about transition. They can get through the transition pipeline. So that means that people that are already on affordable housing, they should drop the pricing of the luxury so the people on affordable housing can go into one of those luxury apartments. And then that is right. It makes way for the other people.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah,
You figured it out.
I did. I've been knowing.
State emergency shelters hit and exceeded the capacity limit set by the governor over the last 24 hours. So last week, a judgment determined that the state was allowed to enforce a 7,500 family cap on the shelter system. Now that the limit has been reached, officials said new families seeking shelter will be placed on the waiting list. It's like the rest of us. Of the 7,517 families currently enrolled in the shelter system, as of Thursday afternoon, 3,806 are housed in hotels or motels, 3,650 are in traditional shelters, and 61 are in temporary emergency shelters. The capacity limit was implemented at the end of the day. Emergency Assistant Director General Scott Rice said in a statement, today the family shelter system has reached 7,500 families, and we are at the point where we do not have enough shelter units, service providers, or funding to continue to safely expand. Families will continue to be placed into shelter until the end of the day, and beginning tomorrow, families will be placed into a shelter as units become available. If there are no available shelter units, families determined eligible for emergency assistance will be placed on a wait list. Our administration continues to provide arriving families with resources, basic necessities, and support, and we are working with community partners to connect them with safe overnight options. I don't know. Go to the story because I'm confused.
Sweeping the Commonwealth this morning as our emergency shelters reach their limit.
That's right. And starting today, migrants coming into this community, they have to join a wait list. Let's go to NBC 10's Jeff Saperstone. You know, the past 24 hours, there have been so many developments. Jeff, where do we stand right now?
It's been an ongoing issue here, and obviously the governor is speaking out about it. Starting today, eligible families will be put on that wait list. That's because shelters across the Commonwealth are now full. 7,500 families are now being housed in state shelters. That is the cap. So state leaders say they are working to move families out of emergency housing and into more permanent options. Governor Healy says the state will continue to provide food, clothing, and other necessities as they look at overflow sites. She says she continues to press the Biden administration about the migrant crisis.
Next Monday, they're going to be here on the ground helping us process and work authorizations. We need to get people working. People in shelter want desperately to work. We just need help from the federal government in getting those authorizations done and done quickly so that people can get out and work. And, you know, if people are working, we're going to have people exiting from shelter that much quicker.
So on Wednesday, state lawmakers approved an additional $250 million for the state's emergency shelter system. Jeff Saperstone, NBC 10 Boston.
Does anybody ever answer the question of the people on the wait list, where are they at?
Did the question get answered? Because I don't think it did.
When you go on the wait list, I'm just saying, oh, it's okay. I don't understand. When I get on the wait list, I'm waiting where to be accepted off of the wait list.
Where are you sitting?
Where's my mail going to? If
Yeah.
I'm homeless and I barely even have a cell phone or anything, and Obama phones, they not giving those out so nicely anymore unless you got all your paperwork and things like that. Try to get one. But you know, like, I don't really understand where I'm supposed to wait to get off the waiting list.
Rachel said they keep them in hotels and motels. Yeah.
But even after the hotels and the motels, the people that don't make it into the hotels or the motels and are now on this waiting list, where are they waiting?
Yep.
This is my first question. Let me get a pen and paper. Tristan,
like gyms and
Let me
stuff.
write.
I'm
We're going to put the questions for the mayor down on the board. So when y'all have them, just throw them up there. I'll put them on the board. So when she comes in, she knows exactly what we want to know. I want to know, where are we waiting? That's it. That's all I want to know.
I like it too.
Where
I
we
believe you should ask that.
Boston.com, Massachusetts ranked second in the country for, what we do now? I'm be
We
scared.
always doing something.
That's women and children's health.
Well, yes, we know that.
Duh.
It's Massachusetts.
Duh.
We right there. Judge opposed no contact orders for Turtle Boy. So we talked about Turtle Boy. He is the young man or the middle-aged man who is the YouTuber who talks about all the things. Judge opposed and all the people. So he was arrested for contacting witnesses in the murder case of the woman who they said murdered her boyfriend, police officer, in the snow.
Yep.
Defendant, she created theater and an abusive theater at that, at the expense of the witnesses, and led investigators into the Reed case and others related to them. A state judge on Thursday declined to overturn bail conditions, keeping Turtle Boy blogger Aiden Kearney from contacting several witnesses in the murder case against Karen Reed, though he agreed that Kearney can continue covering the sensational case in court. The controversial blogger is facing several witness intimidation charges stemming from his coverage of the case against Reed, who is accused of striking Boston police officer John O'Keefe with her SUV and leaving him to die outside a fellow officer's home in Canton last year.
So Turtle Boy is on her side or against her?
On her side, because he feels like the police set her up to take the fall.
Okay.
Not sure why. But Kearney was released on personal recognizance following his arraignment in Stoughton District Court last month in order to stay away from and have no contact with the individuals he's accused of targeting, a group that includes the lead Massachusetts State Police investigator on Reed's case. In Thursday's decision, Norfolk Superior Court Judge Peter B. Krupp amended the stay-away order to specify a distance of 100 feet and agreed that Kearney can attend Reed's future court proceedings even if it brings him near any of the named witnesses. Which is crazy. I mean, why would you want to if you're already in trouble for intimidating witnesses, why you want to be intimidating the witnesses?
Yeah.
I feel like that's not something you're supposed to do.
I don't know why the people do the things that they do.
It's very interesting to me. Very, very interesting. This is good.
Why you do that?
Why you do that?
Yeah, why you
do that? 5 arrested in Medford robbery that left postal worker injury. I'm not getting injured for nobody's robbery. 5 teenagers have been arrested on unarmed robbery charges after a U.S. Postal Service worker was attacked last week in Medford. The letter carrier was assaulted after delivering mail to a home in area of Arden Road on morning of October 31st. The Middlesex County District Attorney's Office said Thursday night the 2 adults and 3 juveniles had been charged with unarmed robbery. The suspect included a 19-year-old, a 17-year-old, and a 15-year-old from Lowell. Prosecutors say the investigation took a turn in the early morning hours of November 2nd when a car was stopped for speeding on South Street and Main Street. A backpack containing stolen mail and an arrow key used for USPS mailboxes was found along with the loaded gun. Why the hell would you just steal somebody's bills? Because that's all in the goddamn mail is just bills and bills and bills. Every once in a while, you might get a little $50 check every once in a while.
They've been, this has been on the news the past couple of months. So what people are doing is they're breaking into, they're stealing, and they're robbing the mail people.
They're robbing the mail people for the key and breaking into the mailboxes.
But you got to think about it. A lot of people, especially a lot of elderly people, they still mail cash and stuff like that. So.
I know, but the cash that they're mailing, I feel like it wouldn't. First of all, that's a federal ass crime. Mm-hmm. That is super federal because you touching people's mail. Mm-hmm. And most of the times to even get to that check, you're literally going through
mad stuff,
mad bills and mad stuff, mad medical records that people need and all kinds of stuff. It's just a stupid crime for me. I just feel it's dumb.
It is too, to me too. Because then how you depositing people's checks even if you get them?
Well, you can just sign their name over, deposit it. You just sign it right in the back.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do. You guys just endorse the check.
The girl was telling us about it the other day. One year in a day.
If you give me your check, I could cash it.
All you gotta do is sign it over
They
to
didn't
me.
do that third party thing anymore.
No.
Oh.
No, you can sign any check in the back and that's yours.
Well, obviously I'm crimeless.
I'm crimeless? Bye. There has been an uptick in mail thefts and attacks on postal workers in recent months. The spat has led the USPS to increase monetary rewards for information leading to arrests and convictions in such incidents. They need these are the people. Well, it's weird because I feel the most that postal and delivery drivers should be packing. Should be packing. However, we hear the most of going postal from the postal workers. So we got to figure out what's the line. Maybe give them a taser or something like that, because they're up against dogs, they're up against predators, they're up against abusers, all kind of stuff that don't want you in their business. They should be strapped. I'm gonna start a personal security business for delivery drivers
and Lay's truck drivers too.
They already have lots and lots of weapons on them.
Oh, okay.
They have to have guns.
And the bus drivers too.
I
don't feel bad about that, about the bus drivers packing.
And then last but not least, no educator for an entire day. We're back on the Brockton school story. There is there's another school district that has just recently gone on strike. Attleboro. I want to call it Attleboro or Atticus. And that's Atticus Street.
No,
they went on strike.
They did. I know who you're talking about, but I can't think
Arlington. Somebody just went on strike. A school system just went on strike because they are feeling unsafe and they don't got no resources and no help. Andover, yes. Andover school system just went on strike. You know what I find that is crazy is that teachers striking is illegal.
Did our teachers go on strike while we were?
Yes, Belmont, the middle school did go on strike, and we did go in.
It was all of them, because when you was in middle school, I was in high school, so I think they all went.
And we was just sitting in the cafeteria the whole time.
Yeah,
I remember those days. This was a good time. Great time to be alive, boy, I tell you. No educator for an entire day. Brockton School District faced with substitute teacher shortage. So yesterday I was reading about how they're about $14 million in debt, and they have a teacher shortage. The children are saying that they spend most of their time in the cafeteria hanging out with each other and learning absolutely nothing. So there needs to be some teachers that goes to places. And here's a story right here.
Boston 25 News reporter Jim Morelli takes us to Brockton, where the district is struggling to find a solution.
What is it like in there? Are there enough teachers?
No.
This fall, Brockton High achieved the seemingly impossible. It is both more crowded.
There's a lot of students in the classroom.
And more empty.
We laid off 130 plus teachers.
More than 40 lost jobs at the high school, but something else is making things worse there. Brockton superintendent reports an average of 20 to 25 teacher absences at the high school each day, and that's on top of 29 now unfilled jobs. The result, 1,200 kids a day spending classroom time in the cafeteria. Have you ever had to go to the cafeteria because there's no teacher?
Yeah, plenty times.
And apparently, in some cases, plenty of time is spent in the cafeteria.
I actually had a student call me, and she came up to the school and she didn't have an educator for the whole day.
Brockton is hardly the only Massachusetts district short on classroom hires. It's a national problem. The Annenberg Institute estimates that 36,500 teacher jobs have gone unfilled this year in the U.S. Or they have been filled by nearly 164,000 underqualified teachers.
I feel like the school committee or whoever's supervising it right now should bring in more teachers.
Brockton would be happy at this point just to hire some subs. In Brockton, Jim Morelli for your local station, Boston 25 News.
Jim Morelli's so passionate.
What is it? People don't want to teach the children?
It's people don't want to teach the children. People don't want to work. The children are abusive and they're wild and you can't tell them nothing and they're entitled. We're probably not getting paid enough to be in this school system taking all this abuse. They want to fight me. I can't fight them back. You ain't paying me enough yet again. Nah. Let your children teach themselves. That the Mac kid. I don't think that I could be a teacher. Maybe preschool. I'll hand out the bananas in the milk all day. These
Isn't
big
Boston
ones.
High one of the biggest high schools?
Brockton High?
in
Yep.
Mass?
Yeah. It is one of the. It might be the biggest. which is crazy. It's just it's sad and terrible that the children are sitting around in the cafeteria having a good time.
Brockton High School is the biggest.
Yep, absolutely.
4,300 students.
Imagine that.
Wow.
No. Spark FM Online, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. Keep it locked right here. We're going to be back in a few moments, and we're going to get into some national...
What happened?
Drunken daycare owner charged with attacking husband with a bat in front of 3 children. An intoxicated daycare owner from Massachusetts allegedly attacked her husband with a baseball bat while she was in the care of 3 young children. Diane Fenton, 58, is facing a number of charges, including 3 counts of reckless endangerment of a child after she allegedly assaulted her husband at their Walpole home. Fenton's husband called police that afternoon and said his wife was chasing him with a baseball bat. He had confronted her after he found her intoxicated while taking care of a 6-month-old, a 3-year-old, and a 4-year-old.
Oh, she was overworked.
Doing the most.
She was stressed and wanted to
That's
beat
what
up her
happens
husband.
when you don't help.
So why you give me all these kids for?
Exactly. Why she have them? Why she have them? She knew she was overwhelmed in the first 2.
Said it was an isolated incident, presented no warning signs, and we were unaware of any prior issues. It hasn't been reflective of our experience with home daycares. Poor Diane.
Let's show the wife. I got video of the wife.
She looked innocent to me.
Huh? I don't think so.
The afternoon of September 20th, he said his wife, you say she assaulted her husband with a baseball.
I'll look at her.
Let me look at
Look, she did it.
The husband claimed
this morning, according to police, Fenn's husband called police the afternoon of September 20th. He said his wife was chasing him outside with a wooden bat. He had confronted her after finding her intoxicated while taking care of a 6-month-old, 3-year-old, and 4-year-old. Police say they found the children inside the home. Fenton's husband told police she abused alcohol and had slashed him with a knife a year before. Diane Fenton ran a licensed daycare out of her home. Is there anything that you would like to say to the families who had their children in your care? Had no comment for us today. The mother of 2 of the children in Fenton's care that day spoke with us this morning. She said, quote, this was something no parent wants to experience. It was an isolated incident that presented no warning signs, and we were unaware of any prior issues. It has not been reflective of our experience with home daycares. Fenton is due back in court in December. She cannot care for children under the age of 14. She has also been ordered to stay away from her home in Walpole. We're live in Rentham. Jennifer Egan, WCVB News Center 5.
Damn, just like that, her business gone.
That's crazy.
There you go. That's that.
Spark FM Online. We're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back in a few moments. Keep it locked right here, Spark FM. It's F Word Friday.
Oh, no!
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license regardless of your immigration status? To get help with your application, a list of all required documents, and nearby appointment scheduling, visit mass.gov/WFMA. Your license is your way forward, so why not get started today? Register now at mass.gov/WFMA or call 857-368-WFMA.
Boston's Seaport neighborhood has transformed into the Snowport, a fantastical winter wonderland for good times, including gifts, games, art, food, and special events. The holiday market is open 7 days a week through December 31st, where you can shop at 100 plus retail stores and enjoy a meal at one of the delicious restaurants. Follow at Seaport Boston and visit bostonseaport.xyz/snowport for more information.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focused focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Wednesday, November 22nd, Specialist and Friends presents November to Remember. Back in time, Thanksgiving Eve Jam. Strictly old school vibe. Oasis Cafe, 33 Hancock Street in Dorchester. $15 early bird, 20 after. Doors open 9 p.m. Thanksgiving Eve Jam, 2023.frontlineticketing.com. November to Remember.
Hey there. Are you ready to dive into the heart of Hood Life? A brand that's all about unity, empowerment, and style. Hood Life was born from the negativity associated with hoodies, specifically in our black and brown communities, and we want to change that. Visit us today and make a purchase of a sweatsuit or hoodie, and we've got a special treat for you. To show a token of our appreciation for your support, use Spark FM code at checkout and receive a free bucket hat or t-shirt. That's right, absolutely free. Don't forget to visit hoodlifeshop.com. HOODLYFESHOP.com.
Want to give your baby a head start? Get the best protection against flu and COVID-19. Because their immune system isn't fully developed at birth, babies need additional protection. When you get vaccinated while pregnant, it can keep you and your baby from getting sick. As they get older, this can result in more time in school and daycare for them, and more productive time at work for you. Vaccines are safe and effective for children as they grow. No matter where you are on your pregnancy journey, flu and COVID vaccines can boost your and your baby's natural defenses and protect your family. Stay up to date with your vaccines. Stay healthy. Talk with your trusted healthcare provider today. Brought to you by the Boston Public Health.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM.
Come on.
Spark FM.
Young chicken man be ballin'. These chicks pigeon toed. Some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
I like this song, Spark FM Online. We wanna drink and party all day. That always makes me feel like I want to be on an island when I hear this song. Like I want to just go there and I want to drink and party all day. Huh?
I should be leaving for Uber Soca Cruise.
Uber Soca Cruise. Who's going on Uber Soca Cruise? They're leaving today?
No, and I think it's in 6 days.
In 6 days?
That's nice.
Oh, I thought that they was leaving. One was leaving now.
Somebody put me in this.
Yeah, there's one leaving now.
Yeah, there is.
Boat one leaves on the 11th.
Yeah.
So tomorrow. Yeah.
You can go in somebody's suitcase.
Yeah, piling the ball up yourself and get in there.
That's what I want to do.
Get in there. If you got a ticket to go to Uber Soca Cruise right now, would you go?
Yeah.
Do you think you have everything you need to go?
No.
What would you be missing that you wouldn't go, that you would think not to go?
Clothes.
You have clothes, Tristan. You
I
have
don't
clothes,
know.
old clothes
I
from
don't know.
Miami and
I don't know. I
and
feel like
BRT.
I wouldn't. I'm not. No, I feel
You have to get a new clothes.
Yeah, the themes for this Uber Soca Cruise are weird and ridiculous, so I probably wasn't going to do any of them.
Yeah, like a retro wedding.
Yeah.
Or some foolishness.
Yeah, like all of that sounds... They running out of things.
And I don't know why they just don't bring back a white party, a black party, and a old mask.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you need.
That's it.
White,
That's all
black,
you
and
need.
old.
It's time for the dash. Let's get it.
She's saucy or lotioning up her legs.
Because I took off my sock and I was like, oh, wow, that's rough. That's rough.
I gotta go get a pedicure today because
the sock peeled off like.
Did it get stuck a little bit and you can pull it off? Yeah, that's what's going on with me too. Trump suggests he could investigate.
We're gonna skip to the entertainment and come back up.
Okay, let's get it out.
Yep,
Take
let's
it
go
out.
to the entertainment because we haven't been able to hit too much of the entertainment lately.
I haven't done national news all week, but that's okay. We don't have to. Yeah, that's okay. Keke Palmer files a restraining order against her ex citing physical abuse. So this started coming out yesterday. Yeah. In the evening, and Keke Palmer has filed a restraining order against her now ex Darius Jackson, claiming that the father of her young son had been physically abusive towards her. Now here's the thing: didn't they break up when he made those statements about her at the Usher concert, and then they got back together?
After a little while, they celebrated his birthday together. That's all we know publicly of what they did.
Oh.
But go ahead.
On Thursday, November 9th, Us Weekly obtained a copy of documents filed by the multi-hyphenate. In them, Palmer claims that Jackson abused her several times over the course of their 2-year relationship, and he would sometimes do it in front of their son, Leotis. Palmer also claimed the pair broke up for good in late October, but that the alleged incident that prompted the filing of the restraining order took place on November 5th. Palmer claims Jackson trespassed into her home without her knowledge or consent and threatened her before lunging for my neck, striking me, throwing me over the couch, and stealing my phone. Wow.
It's a lot going on there.
Well then, the Nope actor also went on to say that Jackson allegedly engaged in many instances of physical abuse that included destroying my personal property, including diaries and prescriptions, eyeglasses, throwing my belongings into the street, throwing my car keys to prevent me from driving away, hitting me in front of our son, spewing profanities about me to our son, threatening to kill himself with a gun if I left him, harassment, and other physical and emotional abuse. Keke Palmer and Darius Jackson's relationship first showed signs of trouble over the summer when Palmer had a night to remember at Usher's Las Vegas residency where he serenaded her with a performance of There Goes My Baby. The steamy clip showed Keke wearing a see-through black lace dress and undergarment as she hugged and danced next to Usher, who had ventured into the audience to woo the actor. As the footage quickly went viral on social media, Jackson took to Twitter to share his not-so-impressed reaction to his girlfriend's wardrobe choice. Just a few days later, Jackson removed all of the photos of himself and Palmer together from his Instagram page. Subsequently, it was revealed that Jackson and Palmer unfollowed one another, suggesting that a breakup was either imminent or had already taken place. It was also revealed that Jackson had allegedly been sliding into other women's DMs. Though Jackson would later dismiss reports that he'd moved on from the relationship, the pair would be seen getting cozy at a Beyonce concert back in September. Palmer is seeking full custody of Leotis, who she shares with Jackson. Editorial note, are you of someone you know or is experiencing domestic violence? Please call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 800-799-7233.
It's crazy.
Today, earlier this morning, still pictures from her security camera were released that actually show the incidents that two of the incidents that she's referring to. One where he had came into her house and slammed her on the stairs, and another one where he had flipped her over on the couch and was choking her. This is really, really just hard to
decipher.
Yeah, hard to hear that this would be happening to somebody like Keke Palmer. I think that we kind of have Keke Palmer in our head as this really strong person and who don't take no mess. And to hear that she was and now see that she was being abused like this is just really, really sad to me. It's really sad. I mean, I think that there, one incident of domestic violence is really, really bad, but multiple is just really, really. This is awful.
For her, this
awful.
must be really, really bad because, especially what you just said, we look at Keke, she always presents herself as, really headstrong and she knows what is going on. I was reading the comments before I actually found the still pictures and stuff like that, and the amount of people who were just like, nah, this is what black women do. They just try to take men's kids away from them. He only did it once to her. I'm not sure why she's acting like this is an all-time thing. Like, these are the real comments that were coming out of people reacting to the story when she first filed for a restraining order and things like that. It was just a lot of really effed up things that people were saying in regards to her. And I don't even it just always bothers me when people need to see the proof of what someone is saying.
I did see a lot of people who were like Kiki, I don't know. His brother, who was on Insecure, an actor on Insecure, put out an Instagram post that was deleted, and it said something about, it read, the most disgusting, vile, abusive, manipulative person I've ever encountered in my entire life. Abuses almost everyone. Y'all will see. Just send positive energy to the babies. Any child in the middle of something like this does not deserve it at all. Wow, so damn sad. And people were trying to speculate over who he was talking about. Some people were like, because he said person that he ever encountered, he must have been talking about Kiki and referencing that Kiki might have been abusive. But then a lot of other people were like, no, he's really talking about his brother, because I guess the brother has a history of being abusive, which is now starting to come out. Darius did respond on a Twitter post. He posted a picture of him and the little boy, and it said, "I love you, son. See you soon." That was all. That's after the restraining order thing was released. But it's really weird.
Her mother for the first time in her career has finally spoken out, and that was after that that
never
tweet.
Heard from her mother before.
Yeah. That was after that tweet by Darius's brother, which kind of confirmed that he was actually talking about Kiki in that post.
Kiki.
Oh,
so the mother said,
he has the video right
Okay, go ahead. Yeah. I didn't know it's a video.
It was a video, yeah.
Oh,
she posted
in this business for 22 years. I've seen a lot of stuff, but this is I can't help myself. For Sharonis Jackson to post on his Twitter the ridiculous stuff that he's posted when he knew his brother was abusive. I went to Sharonis over a year ago and told him.
By the way, is that what Kiki gonna look like when she get older?
Yeah, that she looks just like his mother. She looks just like her.
To my daughter, and he said, "Well, I used to be like that too." What? So now he's posting on Twitter like he's this special guy. We know he's the biggest boy in Hollywood. He's disrespectful to women, just like his little brother. He taught his brother how to be abusive. So he don't get to act like he's this special guy. No, you're a boy and you're a part of the problem.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Sarunas or something. Sarunas.
Sarunas
and Darius.
From in this family. Leotis and Sarunas.
That's like the balls. Lamar. What is it? Lamelo, Labello, Lavello, and Lagallo.
Yeah.
The baby's name is Baby Lello or something like that. Baby Yellow.
Also, Sarunas then continued the public back and forth by saying, quote me, "I never once said that to Sharon, not once in my life. I have never been abusive to any of the women I have been involved with. I'm not going to keep on with this circus. But Sharon, the world is about to hear your voice very soon and the threats you made to my family. Be well. I know it's easy to get caught up in this, but make no mistake that all of this is very sad." That's from Sarunas.
If she's threatening his family off of her daughter, then that ain't gonna change nobody's perspective. I'm gonna threaten you too if you do something to my child.
I am disappointed in Kiki though.
Why?
Because y'all already got an issue. Why'd you go back to the man for?
They said somebody.
It was a physical issue before.
She said physical, mental. So then I was reading.
She said throughout the 2 years that they were together.
Why? She presents herself as a person that as soon as that happens, she's out.
Yeah.
So what I was reading is that in these domestic violence situations, there's a lot involved with why people don't leave. So that was the first question, like, girl, bye, leave him. He is nobody. But they were like, it was a lot of love bombing. It was a lot of, manipulation and gaslighting and things like that, making her feel like she was crazy. And I feel this might go into a subject that we might have to throw to the bedroom topics or something. Like in these types of situations, what was I gonna say? In these types of situations, I don't know what I was gonna say. Damn it!
You're saying how she might have been scared or whatever.
Oh, yeah, scared and stuff like that. But I feel like in these situations, you have so many resources and stuff like that to leave. So I never really do understand why they don't leave. But I'm wondering if at the same time, because she was dating someone that wasn't necessarily on her level of dating, if that insecurity that he was pushing on her because of all the things that she was doing made her feel guilty into staying with him because she wanted to prove that she can stay with her baby daddy and she can be in love with this man and they can work through things.
And we also know people say some very nasty things. Ain't nobody else gonna love you. Ain't nobody gonna treat you right, whatever, So it's also very mental, it gets very sticky.
Very interesting.
Relationships that end up being, physically abusive, there's a lot of signs that happen before where there is a lot of mental abuse and manipulation that happens before it actually gets to that.
And we've seen it too, because this is not the first time that Darius has done something to her. I think that they were saying that back in the day he did something like he sent her some nasty text messages or something that she kind of ignored or that it got out or leaked out. And in this one, we saw how he reacted when she was at Vegas with a long sleeve turtleneck dress on. And how insecure he was
I never saw this dress. Let me see what this girl was wearing.
You seen it. It was a long sleeve to her ankles, see-through black dress. Yeah. And it's crazy. So that's crazy. Yeah, that's what he was all stressed out about. He was stressed out about it.
But if we all had kind of paid attention to that a little bit more, we could have seen that was just definitely a sign of something that was deeper that was going on with him, and that in itself was very abusive. What he did to her by airing her out like that.
Absolutely, that's something that you keep at home. You say it, you get at home, since you're gonna beat her anyway.
He was mad because Ursher was saying, "And there go my baby," to the girlfriend.
And that would have been more. That would have been more the argument if he didn't make it seem like he was more concerned about her outfit. I would have been more concerned about Usher being that close instead of the outfit. Because the outfit is
and then, not victim blaming or victim shaming or anything, but then Kiki went on, to do that whole video with Usher about where's your boyfriend or something like that. And like that.
Oh, they did a video. Oh, they was.
Yeah, where she did a song with Usher, and it was like I heard your boyfriend's looking for me or something like that. And it was just like maybe that wasn't the best thing. Oh. I
Bless y'all hearts. Bless y'all hearts.
I tell you, boy. I tell you, this world is all crazy.
Yeah. Chris Brown's 11/11 rollout foiled as release date changes.
I keep forgetting about that. I feel like album release are just not that exciting.
Because albums aren't selling anymore. I don't even know how to buy an album.
Yeah,
do you buy it on Apple Music?
I guess so, but why the hell would you buy it on Apple Music instead of just paying the $9 and getting access to all of the albums?
As a DJ, what do you don't buy music anymore? How do you do that?
I don't know how people buy music.
Oh, so where do you get your music from?
Like,
just download them.
Like, okay, you buy music.
Yeah.
Now, if I buy an album, where do I buy the album at?
I don't know, but we actually saw albums in physical vinyl albums.
You gotta buy the album on the Spotify or the streaming app.
Remember when Adele's album came out and we were in that Target down there by BU? They had albums in there.
Yeah, they had some CDs. You can still buy them. Yeah.
I had this. This is what I was talking to one of my friends yesterday about. Is that we pay for all these streaming platforms, right? Why are we paying for all these things for them to store our music? Why am I buying a movie and I gotta go to Netflix to watch the movie that I bought? Why don't I have that file on my hard drive
point.
And I can play that anytime? Why do I have to go to your platform to pay for something that I bought?
And that I'm already most likely paying for to be on your platform in the first place. That's very interesting.
So
download it. Give me the download link to my album.
I'm not understand what buying an album is today on any of those platforms unless you're physically downloading it and you're putting it on your hard drive. Then you have the album. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't know what
but I also don't see the point of buying an album anymore these days, because if I can just stream the shit everywhere that I go,
the same thing? I don't know.
Yeah, if I can get it for free, when I want to listen to it, I don't have to go to my download box to go get it. I just put it on my application that I'm paying $9 for anyways.
So again, as a DJ, where do you get your music? Where do you get your music?
We have record pools.
Oh, okay. Is that something that you have to pay like a monthly subscription or something? something
pay a
for?
monthly subscription and get updated. And we also have like music groups, DJ groups and stuff like that. So we exchange files and stuff like that.
And you have to pay for it, but
No,
like one
not for
person
that.
buys it and then everybody shares it with each other or something?
Yep.
And then I also see DJ sharing too, like, yo, send me all of the latest soca music, and they'll be like, here's the Dropbox.
Yeah.
And then you have it.
But that's
now,
what I'm
too.
saying, like the original person does have to buy it.
Well,
No, download it from
You
one
just-
of the-
wherever you download. Ain't no such thing as, I mean, just to have access to shit, because there's so much music out there. Just to have access to it, it's good to have a record pool.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
What else we got?
ASAP Relly says he has
A$AP
PTSD from the alleged ASAP Rocky shooting.
Oh, this is the person that ASAP Rocky shot. Oh, throw some dubs on it real quick.
ASAP Relly said he's experiencing PTSD stemming from a 2021 shooting that he previously accused ASAP Rocky of committing. Taking to his Instagram story on Wednesday, the possibly former ASAP mob member spoke on the situation just hours after testifying about it in court.
What was the conflict? Does anybody know what happened? Between
They got in an
ASAP and
argument outside of their building. ASAP pulled out the gun, shot the man in his foot, something like that.
Jessa?
He shot the
He shot him in the foot?
Did he get shot? Did the guy get shot?
Didn't he? I thought that's what he was, or just an attempted shooting. I don't know.
So while according to Efron, tensions between the two ignited after Rocky allegedly promised to help the family of a deceased member of the ASAP mob, but apparently never did. The two later arranged to meet at a Los Angeles hotel on November 6, 2021. Efron claims ASAP Rocky arrived with multiple men and pointed a gun at his stomach and said, "I'll kill you right now." Efron testified that he was shot shortly afterwards and claims Rocky shot him 4 times, including once in the hand before fleeing the scene. Grainy video footage of the alleged shooting was shown for the first time during Wednesday's court hearing obtained by Rolling Stone. The clip shows a scuffle at a Los Angeles intersection with the group later scattering and one notably running away. Oh, wow.
I don't want it to be ASAP Rocky that did that.
I think that I feel like this, ain't he snitching?
Yeah, and then ASAP Rocky is a new dad. To Rihanna, the billionaire, just leave him alone.
What did he do wrong? Why did he shoot you?
Oh, listen to the lawyer. Can finish reading the story?
Yeah.
Oh, so Efron is also suing ASAP Rocky and his lawyer Joe Tacopina for defamation, alleging the attorney of launching a media campaign against him that paints him as a liar. Commenting on the lawsuit, Tacopina hit back, saying, "This is actually nothing more than a publicity stunt, which is going to backfire badly. I more than welcome his lawsuit, especially because the resolution of the criminal case has not happened yet."
I feel like Tacopina should own a Mexican restaurant.
Wow, Jack Tacopina welcoming the lawsuit.
Tacopina.
Y'all think ASAP did it?
Yeah.
Y'all think ASAP shot his friend?
I don't know. He has such an innocent face.
I know. ASAP doesn't seem like the type to want to shoot somebody and
he looks
do
like
it.
He would talk to him about it
4 times, sing a little song with him.
So this is what I say. We got to keep in mind that these celebrities and stuff, they do, a lot of the times they're under the influence. They feel privileged, and sometimes when they're under the influence, they're not in their right mind.
True.
And I feel like this might have been in one of those situations.
That he wasn't thinking.
I feel like maybe they may
ASAP
have
was like,
done some
have
good
a baby
drugs.
with me, baby. You a billionaire?
No, because the baby wasn't born by that time.
But she was
But I
pregnant.
think ASAP
Was she
had
pregnant?
some good drugs. And I believe that's what happened in this situation. I think he did probably shoot the man.
Little boy.
Yeah. Yep.
That's too bad. Well,
That's too bad. That is too bad
Stay
because
updated
he
on
is a new dad.
And he's cute.
And he's cute. And last but not least, what we else got?
The last story says jury awards $1.2 million to Robert De Niro's former assistant in a gender discrimination suit.
Oh, gender discrimination.
$1.2 million. Noah, you want to read this story? No. A jury awarded more than $1.2 million to Robert De Niro's former personal assistant Thursday, finding one of his companies responsible for subjecting her to a toxic work environment. While the jury found De Niro was not personally liable for the abuse, it said his company, Canal Productions, engaged in gender discrimination and retaliation against the former assistant, Graham Chase Robinson, and should make 2 payments of $632,142 to her. De Niro, who spent 3 days at the 2-week trial, including 2 on the witness stand, has been ensnarled in dueling lawsuits with Robinson since she quit in April of 2019. He was not in the courtroom when the verdict was read aloud Thursday afternoon. Look at her.
Wow, Robert De Niro's worth $500 million. You better give her that $1 million.
What is it? What's 1.5 million, right?
Yeah, he's
1.2 million. And look at her. She's just a smile.
Isn't he the one who just got to give his baby mama now like $60,000 a month or something like that?
He just had a baby. He's like 100 and had a baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, get away, go.
Yeah. So oh, yes, Young Thug's lyrics can be used in the YSL RICO trial. If prosecutors do this, I think that this is
can be used?
They can be used.
I thought that we heard that they could not be.
They've been working on this.
That was another trial.
There's
so many trials.
So Judge Ural Glanville, he must be from Barbados,
definitely
gave prosecutors the green light to use Young Thug's lyrics in the YSL RICO trial. The ruling came down on Thursday with certain restrictions. Here's what happened next. Prosecutors can use 17 sets of admitted rap lyrics as evidence in the trial. The ruling reportedly applies to Young Thug and his alleged associate cases. However, prosecutors' use is restricted and subject to objections and preliminary screenings. Prosecutors have to lay a foundation with evidence they present in correlation to the lyrics. Anything that the court may rule upon this time will be subject to a complete foundation being met and may be subject to other additional objections, the judge said. WSVB TV said Young Thug's lawyers and prosecutors argued their sides the day before Judge Granville's ruling. The lawyers argue Young Thug's lyrics are art and protected. Attorney says using the lyrics of the award-winning musician in the trial would be racist and discriminatory and lead to character assassination among the jury. Meanwhile, prosecutors say crimes listed in the indictment and Thug's lyrics align. Your Honor, someone can look at the indictment and say one thing for sure, that's not fantasy. People are dead and murdered and gangs exist. I don't know. How do you guys feel about this?
This ain't gonna be good.
In one of Thug's lyrics, Fulton County prosecutors have positioned Young Thug's lyrics as evidence from the start. Per Rolling Stone, in the initial 56-count indictment, they cited several of Young Thug's lyrics in songs like Slime Shit and Anybody featuring Nicki Minaj. I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that body. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving a body. Told him to shoot 100 rounds like he trying to move it up out of here. Young Thug raps on Anybody. Interesting.
So now, well, I mean,
unless the person got shot up 100 times, then I don't see how the lyrics correlate.
It's art imitating life, or life imitating art.
Yeah, unfortunately, in the courtroom, this isn't going to be very good. People already have their ideas about rap, and when you connect some of these lyrics with some of these situations, it sounds like, well, what else are you talking about? That sounds like the situation.
That sucks because this sets a really terrible precedent for cases going forward next time, that if they use it in this court, they can use it again. So people are gonna have to start censoring their art.
Who else is on trial right now where they said that they would not be using their lyrics? There's another one that
was it the Melly one who shot his other friend?
No, they all got so many letters in their names.
So all the time. All the
letters confuse me. I don't know who it is. Who's who? But anyways, that's crazy. Yesterday we talked about Kel's being hospitalized and Scrappy might be working on something. What? Okay, so Kel's released a statement. He says, grateful for the flood of prayers and positive vibes surrounding me during a genuinely frightening time. The scare was real, but so was the support. With the grace of God and the skill of the medical team, I'm now on the road to recovery at home, embraced by the love of my family. Your kindness has been a lifeline, and I can't thank you enough. Much love to each of you. So we touched on that yesterday. And then Lil Scrappy says, no more TV screens, just movie money. Ain't got time for the games, you dig? We finna take this movie in Mursic, M-U-R-S-I-C, to another level and let the women have the TV. New music and movies going up, Jack. Working and getting the monions.
Let me tell you something.
God gonna move regardless, so you gotta say on it.
I don't want to see Lil Scrappy in any goddamn movie. I don't want to see Little Scrappy acting.
I don't want to see Lil Scrappy, period.
Period.
What you want to see him for?
What did Lil Scrappy sing?
It's going.
Meet me at the branch.
No, one of them little dancey songs.
That's Young Jock.
One of them little dancey songs.
Lil Scrappy. What was Lil Scrappy's song?
I don't know.
Scrappy, scrappy, scrap.
I forgot, what his
You know,
songs
scrap.
were.
Money in the bank.
Oh, you don't want no problem.
Oh, he sing that song, Tristan.
Money in the bank.
Shorty.
What
Oh, that's Lil Scrappy too. Oh, I like Lil Scrappy. I'm about to go blast him.
Blast what? Them two songs?
What's waistline? Waistline. At the top of the baseline.
Gangsta.
Oh, and you don't want no problem. Oh, we said that, right?
Yep.
What's Head Buster? It's with
That's the
Lil-
one. That's
with
the
Lil Jon.
head buster. Lucka chucka mucka rah.
We some head busters.
Yes.
We some head busters.
That one. Ain't that what I said?
No.
He was a crunk artist.
Yes. Why we didn't bring Lil Scrappy here to open for Deuce Deuce?
What you call it? He's still married to the Bam?
No, girl.
On the Wikipedia say he is?
No, he's not. He
It says-
he is not. The Bam don't want nothing to do with them. Him and Erica actually just spent a little birthday together the other day. His
No,
first
Erica
baby mother.
didn't.
Yes, she did.
Oh, no.
Yes, she did.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, yeah, that's him. He got a song called "What's Up" featuring J Bo.
What it is? What's up? We're gonna go to
Move Something featuring Pastor Troy. I didn't know Pastor Troy was famous.
He was a rapper. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break and we'll be right back in a few moments. Keep it locked right here. Give it up a share. Give it up a share. Give it up a share. We're gonna get into our national and world news.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
Hey there. Are you ready to dive into the heart of Hood Life? A brand that's all about unity, empowerment, and style. Hood Life was born from the negativity associated with hoodies, specifically in our black and brown communities, and we want to change that. Visit us today and make a purchase of a sweatsuit or hoodie, and we've got a special treat for you. To show a token of our appreciation for your support, use SparkFM code at checkout and receive a free bucket hat or t-shirt. That's right, absolutely free. Don't forget to visit hoodlifeshop.com. HOODLYFESHOP.com.
Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at sparkfmonline.com for more information. Boston's new home for urban Caribbean music, Spark FM. Playing all your favorite hits. From reggae, soca, hip hop, R&B,
I searched that fire for you. I do that 3 times again. I testify for you. I saw that
Afro beats, and much more. Spark FM. Urban Caribbean music for Boston and around the world at sparkfmonline.com.
Hey, yo, Zay.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
As I run, I do. That's what I am when I come around you. Bye. I think I can really write music. I think that even if you guys don't want to support me in my music journey, that you could at least help me find artists that are willing to sing my tunes.
There you go. All right.
Let's get into our national news. Trump suggests he could investigate opponents if reelected. Every time I read Trump's name and opponents and presidency, I get very, very, very confused about why this is still being allowed to happen. I wonder if the world knows that Trump What do you think? If they told him that he couldn't run for president and they finally made the rule that you do too much, you can't run for president, what do you think? Do you think that he would disappear, or do you think that he would launch a national campaign to F America? What do you feel? Like, I just feel like what's going to happen when they tell him that
Trump
he
is
can't?
ever going to disappear.
You don't, yeah, because he's never disappeared before. He's never not been somebody the whole time.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
What happened? What he's doing now?
So former President Trump said he could use the government to investigate his political opponents if he is reelected, suggesting in an interview that it would be fair game after the Department of Justice indicted him in 2 separate cases earlier this year. If they do this, and they've already done it, but if they follow through on this, yeah, it could certainly happen in reverse. It could certainly happen in reverse, Trump told Univision in an interview that aired on Thursday. What they've done is they've released the genie out of the box. You understand that? You've done something that nobody thought would happen.
Trump needs to go to hell.
Trump don't ever say, and do you notice that Trump don't ever say nothing? He just says words.
Right, but that's why you have to see him when he's saying things, because that's when it's.
You know, when the president and you've done a good job and you're popular, you don't go after them so you can win an election. If I happen to be president and I see somebody who's doing well and beating me very badly, I say go down and indict them.
Oh, wow.
Mostly that could be you, you know, that'd be out of business. They'd be out of election, he added. Let's listen to Trump. Let's listen to
about what, 7 or 8 candidates left? I think they're at a debate tonight. Nobody's talking about it. Everybody's watching.
I watched the Republican debate. It was terrible. Oh my God.
For your favorite president, me, and 10% for Ron DeSanctimonious, and 7% for Bird Brain. You know Bird Brain? I will never run against him. He is a great president. I will never ever run against him, said Bird Brain. I will not run against him. He was one of the greatest presidents in the history of our country. And then about 3 months later, he goes, I've decided to run. This is the craziest business politics. They're not watchable.
Because he dropped
you know, the last debate was the lowest rated debate in the history of politics. So
Donald Trump got on my foundation
by
today.
not participating? Somebody said,
I want to go to one of those.
Look at the stupid black man in the back. Look at him. Look at him.
He's just trying to get seen.
Yep.
Oh, let me put my sign up.
Let me put it up upside down.
One of the.
I'm right behind him.
That's all he's doing is just trying to be on TV.
Yeah.
I bet you he gonna
listen.
that's gonna be the cover of his rap
tens
album.
of thousands of people right now, and it's on television. That's a hell of a lot harder to do than a debate.
Turn him off. Put a silence in.
I watched the Republican debate, by the way.
Did you?
How was it?
I had to cut it off.
Why?
It was like a bunch of senile people. It's like a bunch of senile people.
Who was debating?
Who's still left?
There was a guy that goes by the name of Shrami.
Yes.
Then there was a Tim, the black man.
Tim
Scott.
Nikki Haley.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris Christie, which was like the most sane person.
Oh,
which is
sane
telling.
person up there.
Yeah.
But
here we go.
it was very.
We got
interesting.
Trump, Haley.
Trump didn't go.
He wasn't there. Ramaswamy, Hutcherson, Binkley, Scott, DeSantis, Christie, and Burgum. Why is Scott up there? I wonder.
Because he's that black man that was standing up right there behind you.
The coon licking Uncle Thomas Clarence.
Yeah. He was up there mumbling.
Because he when you look at Tim Scott, he looks like a blubbering idiot.
Yep.
I wonder if he knows that the Republicans and America would never pick him. He will never ever be it.
DeSantis was there.
How did he do?
Sanctimonious.
Honestly, the person that was up there that I think these white people gonna vote for is Shrami.
The Indian?
Shrami is Trump reincarnated.
Is he?
That guy's scary.
He's Indian?
He is. I believe he's Indian.
Yeah, some type of Indian.
He is scary as hell, and boy, is he like pro-white folk, pro-Jewish, pro-Christian. He is like, yeah, he speaks for those folks.
Oh, really?
I don't believe him. I think he acting like that, and if he get close, he gonna do something.
Cornel West is still in the independent party. He's still running.
Oh wow.
Oh, and Steen is running again. That's good.
Who?
What? Remember she ran? I feel like she ran before. And then for Democrats, it's Biden, Williamson, Ugar, and Phillips. I've never heard of any of those other three people.
Never heard of them.
Crazy.
Have you heard of them?
Who?
Ugar.
There's Williamson.
No.
What is? She is Who the hell is she?
Who did you say those? Somebody Skeen?
It's no, Phillips. Phillips, Uygur. Ugar. What is that? Ugar, and Williamson. Who are these people?
Dean
Marion
Phillips.
Williamson.
Marion Williamson.
Hightower said,
So
yeah,
Dean
that
Phillips,
Indian guy is
Dean
following
Phillips
the Trump
is a
blueprint.
Democrat congressman from Minnesota. Marianne Williamson is the first Democrat to jump into the race from 2024.
She ain't gonna win.
She's been a long-time social justice activist, best-selling author, spiritual advisor to Oprah. Okay.
No.
Spiritual advisor to Oprah.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, well, then she's got that.
Cenk Uygur.
Mm-hmm.
He is progressive political commentator. Cenk Uygur announced he was running for the Democratic nomination on his Young Turks talk show.
Oh.
I don't know that. Yep. We're missing somebody?
Phillips. Did you say Phillips?
Phillips wasn't up there. No.
Yeah,
Dean
Phillips
Phillips.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dean
Phillips is there.
Just the three people, huh?
What's he? Who is he? Minnesota Congressman Dean Phillips filed a long shot bid for the nomination in late October after calling on Mr. Biden to step aside for months. He's not going to win either.
No.
So it's literally Biden
It's
up against
Biden.
one of these Republican people.
And so it's just Biden. Cause
I think it's going to be Biden and DeSantis.
Williamson.
Or Biden and
Did y'all say Williamson? Hightower said to look up Williamson. She's legit.
And for real, in real life, what are you guys predicting? It's gonna come down to Biden and Trump again?
Yeah.
And
I don't think Trump is gonna make it. I think he's gonna end up in jail by the time.
But if he does make it and he makes it there, do you think that he can beat Trump? I mean Biden?
No.
I don't think he can beat Biden.
He's not beating Biden. No way.
You don't think Trump can beat Biden?
I don't think he can beat Biden.
There's no way. There's no way.
Not. What am I saying? I think that he would beat Biden.
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying. That's what I wanted to say.
I
think that Trump would actually beat Biden.
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Yeah.
You don't think so? That's what we said before with Hillary. We didn't think that Trump would ever even see the light of day. He didn't have any of the things.
There's way too much stuff going on that's not in his favor.
Tristan, this has been way too much stuff has been going on for Trump since he first ran for president, and it hasn't stopped him yet.
He wasn't in court when he ran for
I'm
president.
hoping that
He
you're
wasn't
right.
He wasn't facing 95 counts and all this,
He
so right
was
now
facing, but he was facing sexual assault. He was facing some other
he wasn't
things
in court.
too.
Now he's in court for them, and he still has to go to court he still has 3 other trials to go to. So I don't see that happening. Trump is going to get convicted of one of these.
I'm not even gonna debate you on this because I hope that you're right. I would really like to see Trump get convicted for something, anything, even if it's stealing a pencil.
I can't wait for him to see Fannie Mae. I'm waiting for that because Fannie Mae, I think she got that out. I think she got that, as well as the New York case. I think the New York case is pretty much done. That's a done deal. Every day is getting worse for him.
Because I'm tired of seeing Trump walking around and he's just so unable to even humble himself in even the weirdest situations that he's in. And I just feel like that is powerful white privilege. That is very powerful. Caller, you're live.
You might not have time to argue with him today, but I do. And I totally agree with what you have to say because the government, they're going to make sure that man win. I promise you. They got R. Kelly, but they're going to let Trump go. I promise you they are.
What government? What are you talking about?
The government is not going to charge Trump for all his criminal charges. They're going to let him go. I promise you.
Nah, he's going down, brother. He's going down. He's going down, bro.
All right.
I promise you that Trump is going down, bro. America is not going to let this man
Chris,
be the face of the country, get away with all this stuff, and then put him back in office.
I don't know. I think it's the trajectory that America is going down. America does not care about how it looks or what it seems like. America literally only cares about funding wars. I don't know. I'm praying that he does. That's all I can. Yeah.
That man up out of here, brother. Trump is going to dump.
Trump is going in the dump. I'm with it.
I want him to. I would love that.
Yes.
And is there an anti-campaign?
You guys think about how the world would look. how America would look to the world if we let this man get back in office. How we will continue to be the laughing stock of the world.
Boy, do you know what we look like right now?
It's not gonna happen.
But it's gonna be even worse.
It's not gonna happen
if we let him back in office. I don't know how we. I mean, I hope that the people who don't vote and don't ever vote for anything come out in droves to vote for that.
No, which is not right. No, this because the droves come out for the presidential election, which is stupid. Yeah. Because that's the only time that people think that they should vote, and then when they don't, when their votes actually don't really necessarily matter in that respect, then they get all up in arms because voting don't work, voting not work. Yeah. You didn't vote for any of the prior elections at all.
Tell him, Mike Nice. You know the vibes.
He's got NYGA, Georgia and Fed charges. He's not getting off on all charges.
I really hope
especially
not.
the New York case and especially the Georgia case. He's not.
So let me ask you this: if he does get off of one of those, and there's no rules there that say that this still doesn't eliminate him from these things. And he just gets a slap on the wrist. Yeah, he gets the indictment. He gets the federal case, and now it's on his record. But they were like, "Oh, here, wear this ankle monitor at Mar-a-Lago." Yeah, and I can still run. What do we do in that situation?
Yeah, I don't know. The way things are going with Trump, it seems like he might be able to be president from jail. So I don't even know. Yeah,
as the Constitution don't say that he can't.
Yeah. We
have
a surprise. It came in today for us. Evan Disa brought us pastels.
Yeah, why she didn't?
Nice.
I don't know. Evan Disa.
Evan Disa.
No, she's in there. Bring them.
Bring the food, Evan Disa. Bring the food. That's what you gonna bring us a surprises right now. Oh, look it! We got mad of them too.
Mad pastels. If you guys don't know about these.
We just got a delivery from Pastels by Disa. Here they are. We've got a steak and cheese pastel. Boom. We got a tuna pastel. Boom. Yeah. We got a chicken pastel. Boom. We got beef pastel.
Pastelito.
First of all, where you going on an interview? You got a job interview? Where you going? Why is he so dressed up?
We're going to a funeral after.
Ay, Dios mío. I'm going to have one of these steak and cheese ones because that sounds like it's...
You know what you want, a pastel?
Ooh, look at them. Light and flaky.
They're so good.
Look at that.
She saved our lives that first bar crawl that we did when we was all toe up. Them pastels, Disa saved our lives, okay?
It's her mom. This is lit.
Give me one.
It's just yummy.
Yummy. What's in the bag? All the things.
I mean, this is really good.
All right.
No.
Y'all talking in the... We good?
What time is it? Oh, yeah. Let's
go.
So the black Alabama boat captain in the middle of the wild brawl caught in the viral video, now accused of assault because he's black. I'm just going to put it on. Say it one time just now. The black boat captain, who was attacked by white boaters in a wild dockside brawl, captured in a viral video, was accused of assault in connection with the Alabama melee. Officials said Thursday Damian Pinkett, whose police have identified as co-captain of the Harriet II riverboat, was summoned to appear before a magistrate on November 21st on allegations of assault in the third degree. Video showed Pinkett appearing to argue with boaters after asking them to make way for his craft on August 5th. A shirtless white man is then seen forcefully shoving Pinkett in the chest before taking a swing at the captain's face, touching off the wild melee. Several other shirtless white men surrounded Pinkett and joined the circus. Pinkett's family said they've been told that the charge stems from allegations that the captain punched another man, Zachary Shipman. Shipman has claimed he had nothing to do with the brawl and was trying to stop one of his friends from fighting, according to the captain's sister. In Alabama, a person can make a misdemeanor complaint and have the magistrate issue a summons for an accused person to answer, a police spokesperson said. Neither the city nor the Montgomery Police Department filed these charges, and the joint statement for the mayor and the police chief, the Montgomery Police Department investigation, only lists Mr. Pinkett as a victim. Oh, this makes more sense. So what they're saying is that in wherever they are in Alabama, somebody involved in a fight could actually file charges on the person, and that way they have to be brought in, but it's not from the state or it's not from the cops. Let's go back to the video just for a little recap.
So it's nothing that's gonna stick.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I gotta put it back.
Hold on a second. Let me bring you a clip right now. He faces charges with assault in the third degree according to a court
contusions to his rib area and not
could not immediately
with
be reached
obscene
for comment on
gestures,
Thursday.
curse words, and taunting.
Pickett says he, along with his deckhand, the 16-year-old victim, got to the dock, and that's where the men confronted him. In his statement to police, Pickett says he told the men he was just doing his job. He says a man fired back that the dock was public. Pickett says eventually the men attacked him. He told officers someone hit him from behind. He tried to defend himself by choking the man in front of him. Pickett says he then remembers another man tackling him. He believes he bit one of them and heard one threaten to kill him. The mother of the 16-year-old deckhand in training who was with Pickett was also on the boat. She gave her statement to police. She heard the men yelling and using racial slurs and mentions of getting a gun. Court documents reveal the 16-year-old was punched in the chest and had bruised ribs. Pickett identified Richard Roberts as the main assailant, Alan Todd as the man who tackled him, and Zachary Shipman as the man who hit and kicked him. All three, along with Mary Todd, face assault charges.
What the little boy was doing there, invested in a grown man business for in the first place.
Oh, I thought that was the little boy, the little swimming one.
This was a white boy that was over there. He had a little life vest. She had a little blue vest right in the video. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. That's all crazy. They did say that the little I don't know, my brain. Oh, the main guy pled guilty, but it was part of the plea deal, right? They mentioned that. Oh,
okay. Overwhelming demands for a ceasefire catch Democrats off guard. So this is getting more crazy, I feel. The phone doesn't stop. Overwhelming demands for a ceasefire catch Democrats off guard. Reps Cori Bush and Rashida Tlaib hold a banner demanding a ceasefire and condemning the Israeli attacks on Gaza in front of the U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C. An end to the bloodshed in the Israeli-Hamas conflict seems more remote than ever on Thursday when Joe Biden answered a question about the chances of a ceasefire by saying none, no possibilities. So I like Biden. I think that Biden has taken a very hard stance in this situation, and I think it's the absolute wrong stance to take. And I'm not sure who is pressuring Biden to feel that way and why Biden is doing that. An end to the bloodshed in the but as Biden refuses to use his leverage over the U.S. Israeli allies, voters and constituents across the country are overwhelming members of his party with demands to stop the violence, which has claimed more than 11,000 lives in this point, to Israel's 1,500. 11,000 in Gaza and Palestine. Staffers from more than 24 Democratic officers said that they are receiving an unprecedented number of calls and emails demanding for members to support a ceasefire, an onslaught for which their caucus was wholly unprepared. That makes me feel happy. That makes me feel happy that they're getting overwhelmed with this, and I'm really glad that they can't just leave it alone. They have to say something, because I don't understand why a ceasefire is that hard to say. Ain't nobody saying only Gaza or only Israel. They're saying stop it, period. Like, this is stupid at this point. Like, why are we doing this?
So why is that overwhelming the Democrats?
He's saying there can't be a ceasefire because it's going to weaken American defenses. That's why he's saying that. They're going to look at that. All those other countries over there, they're going to look at that as a weakness for the U.S.
All the other countries are trying to figure out why America is aiding this war. And they are looking at us and now threatening to harm us because of this. If Biden does that, it may strengthen his relationship with all the other countries. I don't think it's going to make him look weak. What's making him look weak is that he's funding the death of babies and children.
Yeah.
He's literally doing that. That's what you're doing.
You're saying two things now. You're talking about ceasefire and you're talking about funding.
No, I'm saying ceasefire. So if you cease fire, then he'll stop sending all the weapons and the money over there as well.
No, he won't.
So what does ceasefire mean?
If he ceasefire, he'll probably send more.
Oh.
If America stops They will send more money because we're not
Who's
doing
gonna
anything.
send more money?
Yeah.
America will send more bread because we're not
If we
doing.
stop firing, we'll send more money for them to fire more.
Yeah.
It says a ceasefire means a temporary suspension of fighting, typically one during which peace talks are taking place.
Yeah.
So if we cease fire, I'm not going to say everybody drop your guns.
We can't cease fire because this isn't our war.
No,
So
but
we can't be in negotiations.
We
with
can.
anything.
We can. If we do a ceasefire, I know you read about this, but we can debate all day. If you do a ceasefire, that means that we're talking about peace talks. That means I'm not going to send 11.
America cannot do anything. This isn't our war to have a peace
Yes,
talk.
but America has the influence to at least say something. If Biden says ceasefire, that means that everybody else around here has to now start figuring things how to stop it. That's not. Why would America?
If Biden says ceasefire, they're going to send more money to the countries because the countries aren't going to.
America's going to send more money.
Those countries aren't entertaining anything with America. Both Israel or Palestine will not entertain anything.
I don't know.
If America ceases fire, they're not going to entertain any conversation with us because the war is not with us.
Moving on. Yeah.
That's my opinion.
That's your opinion. That is your opinion. That is not the opinion of the many, many thousands and millions of people
that's
around the
opinion,
world.
But what is the fact of what
the fact is that they cease fire. That means that they'll stop shooting each other so we can figure out how to stop the war.
Who's gonna stop? Why would they stop? Because America, this isn't our war. Why would another country stop?
I think
because we stopped. Why would
what
just
Tristan
answer
is saying
that question?
Is that just by saying the ceasefire isn't gonna end it? But she's saying that the ceasefire, if America declares a ceasefire, that means that America will no longer send them money or weapons. That doesn't mean that they're going to stop. Because we're not in it. I understand. We're not. She's just saying if he says ceasefire, that means that he's not going to
go
defend
to
it
negotiations and stopping. And I'm saying they will not entertain any conversation with America at that point. This isn't our war to be having a negotiation.
I'm not saying that America will be a part of the negotiation. I'm saying it will be a negotiation between the people of Palestine and the people of Israel. Stop for a minute so you guys can figure out what you're doing. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that America's like, oh, let's all come and sit down at the table and figure this out together.
Are you saying that we can say that, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen? That's what you're saying.
I'm saying America could cease fire. The only thing we will do is send more bread over there to make them stronger. If we're going to stop one side, they're gonna do something else to make it.
Ceasefire means,
not America.
It's not ceasefire. The ceasefire is for both sides. It's not for one side. Yeah. It's for both sides. But again, I don't want to argue about this because we'll never agree, and that's stupid. So let's keep moving on. Florida man charged with a hate crime after he allegedly tore off a postal worker's hijab and punched her.
Yep, in the face.
This is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because now we're giving these people ammunition by saying that we don't want any peace in the world to keep on doing it, and that trickles down to America. But whatever. A man has been charged with a hate crime after he allegedly made his hand into a shape of a firearm and made a shooting gesture toward a U.S. Postal Service worker near Fort Lauderdale. Florida then he ripped off her hijab and slapped and punched her in the face. The alleged attack on the postal worker comes as incidents inspired by hate against Muslims and Jews escalate in the U.S. following the October 7th Hamas terrorist attack on Israel and the intense Israeli bombardment of Gaza. In Wilton Manors, Florida, Kenneth Jerome Pinckney, 47, approached the uniformed postal worker who had been named publicly on October 24th while she walked up to a home delivering mail. A probable cause affidavit states he rode his bike past the victim and made a shooting gesture with his hand, then called her derogatory names and told her to go back to her country. How's she supposed to get there? The postal worker tried to laugh the comments off, according to the probable cause statement, but Pinckney approached her and ripped off her hijab, her headscarf worn by many Muslim women for religious or cultural reasons, and began to slap and punch her in the face. She bled from her mouth and got scratches on her face, the affidavit states. So this has been crazy. That's crazy.
I mean, I haven't heard of very many incidents of people being attacked here in the States behind this. I'm sure that it's happening, but I haven't heard about it. But what really, really I think is so sad here is that this is a black man that did this to her. And it's like, why would you
put yourself in the middle of this?
Yeah, like, and for the wrong reasons.
Yes.
after all that black people have suffered in this country, and especially in the state of Florida, why would you do this? Why would you think that this is okay? Clearly, he's a sick man, right?
Yes.
They said as she tried to escape him and get back into her mail truck, he was grabbing at her legs and trying to pull her out of the truck.
It has to be fentanyl.
Yeah.
It's got to be
Bath
fentanyl.
salts.
Bath salts, because who does that?
Yeah.
And for what? She wasn't even bothering you.
No.
I think you could tell that man was on drugs.
On the drug. On the whole drug.
All of them.
Every drug.
All the
And
drugs.
new studies say marijuana use puts daily users as an increased risk for heart problems. Stop it. Heart problems and stroke. How the herbs is going to do that?
Well, read the article. It's very interesting, the take on what they say is happening here. They said that it talks about, anyhow, I'll read it. According to a 2022 poll, more people in the U.S. use marijuana than tobacco, which might be problematic based on new research.
Because they're using tobacco in the marijuana.
Because they're putting that damn frontal leaves, the grabber,
The
and
grabber.
all of that stuff in it. Listen, just give me pure weed, please. Thank you. Okay.
me
Two
a
new
little
published studies presented Monday at the American Heart Association Scientific Sessions in Philadelphia say that older adults who use marijuana don't smoke tobacco, but don't smoke tobacco are at a higher risk of heart attack and stroke when hospitalized, and those who use marijuana on a daily basis are 34% more likely to develop heart failure.
Why?
Observational data are strongly pointing to the fact that cannabis use at any point in time, be it recreational or medicinal, may lead to the development of cardiovascular disease. Robert Page II, chair of the volunteer writing group for the 2020 American Heart Association scientific statement, said in a statement. Notably, Page was not involved in either of the new studies, so keep that in mind. The new findings have doubled down on the AHA recommendations that advise people to refrain from smoking or vaping any substance, including cannabis products. The latest research about cannabis use indicates that smoking and inhaling cannabis increases concentrations of blood carboxyhemoglobin, carbon monoxide, a poisonous gas, tar, partly burned combustible matter, similar to the effects of inhaling a tobacco cigarette, both of which have been linked to heart muscle disease, chest pain, heart rhythm disturbances, heart attacks, and other serious conditions. Page, a professor in the Department of Clinical Pharmacy and Physical Medicine Rehabilitation at the University of Colorado Skaggs School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Science in Aurora, Colorado, added in his statement to the rest, for the rest, you can log on to.
So what is it saying?
Basically, that nobody should smoke anything because everything that you smoke is going to cause you.
They're
to
also
have
saying that
heart
nobody
attacks and all
can't eat no lettuce, no tomato, and no burgers because that's going to cause heart problems too.
They said that?
There's been studies about almost everything.
Oh.
There's been studies about coffee. There's been studies about everything. I just feel like if you do anything in excess, that is going to whatchamacallit.
Yes.
Who just called here? Somebody. I'm sorry. I didn't even.
It was a smoker. I guarantee
it was a smoker. Call back because we gotta go. 617-272-3387.
What you gonna say?
They don't got nothing to say. No, but yeah, I believe that they're gonna come out with all kinds of things now that marijuana is becoming more and more legal all the time. That it's gonna cause heart attacks. It's gonna cause hunger.
It is true. When you're smoking, smokers know this. You see the tar come on out. You see the tar at the end of
Especially
your
with the
spliff.
tobacco.
You see that.
But
Color
when
your
you're
life.
smoking pure weed, you see tar?
Yo, Snoop Dogg been smoking all his life.
True.
He's been smoking all our life.
Listen,
We hurt anybody.
that was one of the top comments on this article. It says,
All
when
right,
Snoop
we
got
ain't-
problems,
we ain't
I
gonna
will
act
believe
like
this.
smoking is healthy here, brother. We ain't gonna do that, Chris, brother.
It was
Who got problems like me, it is healthy.
It was
not
grown
healthy.
on
It's
Solomon's grave.
It is not healthy. What you're talking about is so different, bro. You're talking about something for your mental and for your mind. But when it comes down to it, for your body, it's absolutely not healthy for your body, brother.
I believe
we could drink it. We could drink it, put it in a tea or something. It would be healthy. That's different.
And you know what?
But anything that you smoke is common sense. It's not good for your body. Anything that you light up and put inhale is not good for your body.
with the teas and stuff like that. Do you still receive that same high that you get
No.
if you smoked it?
Well, that's what,
Yes,
because
of
a lot of
course.
people, somebody else in here was just like,
Absolutely, you
oh,
could put
so that means that I should do edibles instead, right? And so a lot of people like, oh, they like edibles because you're consuming it instead of smoking it. But a lot of people have aversions to edibles because they can't control their high.
Facts.
So I sent this to several of my smoking friends. So somebody wrote back to me and said, my doctor wants me to stop smoking. She asked me to switch to edibles. I told her I couldn't control my high, but I would start looking into alternatives. That was a year ago. But I agree with the study. I think the rollie is also a contributing factor, but that wasn't in the article. So yeah, what you're rolling it in definitely also contributes, right?
Like I said, this is common sense. Anything that you light and inhale is not good for your body, period. You're inhaling toxins,
candles,
you're inhaling carbon, you're inhaling tar, all that stuff. The edibles, if you start at a low dose, you're fine. It's not harmful to you.
0.5 raw. 0.5.
And then you also got to make sure you're getting like legit. Don't buy my opinion is I don't buy off the street edibles because you don't know who makes them, what they're putting in.
Unless it's grasshoppers.
Yeah. Unless it's like a good friend, you made them yourself. But I wouldn't suggest, a lot of and especially a lot of the street weed, a lot of the weed right now is a lot of sprayed on chemicals, whether it comes from California, whatever it is. They're trying to increase and make it so that people get higher and all this extra stuff. There's more THC and all this ray. The better thing is just not smoke it.
Is that synthetic weed that we always hear about?
You could absolutely put it in a tea, seep it in a tea bag, and it will be effective the same way.
That synthetic weed that we hear about all the time that has these really negative effects on people, can that be bought on the street, or is that just something that they usually just be in jail?
Synthetic weed is synthetic weed. That is terrible. That is acetone. You know what acetone is?
The tincture that you put in there. What is the tincture supposed to do? The tincture just increases the high? That's that little oil,
Yeah, if you want to put it in a drink, you want to put it inside, infuse a food with it, infuse a butter with it. That's what tinctures are for.
Oh,
but then you're not supposed to drink a tincture straight.
No.
Take a shot of tincture. Boy, I tell you.
The tincture needs to be diluted in something, right? Yes. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. So, y'all just be careful, y'all weed smokers.
So, this is the weekend. So, while we're talking about...
if you light it up.
If you light it. Lighters up. Tell me, put your lighters up. If you guys are out this weekend and you're getting you some little weeds and stuff like that, try to substitute that with a tea and or an edible. If you don't want to do that, you can instead you can smoke it. For you smokers, there's nothing that anybody can say to you to stop you from smoking, so it doesn't really matter if it's good for you or not. You guys gonna do, and America and the world's gonna do what they want to do.
That's what my friend said. She said my sister sent this to me the other day. I'm still gonna smoke.
Yeah, do everything in moderation.
Because I do know a couple of people that have quit smoking, and I think you did it once too. Like quit smoking because you realized that you was doing it too much.
Well, Javi told us about taking tolerance breaks and how it makes such a real big difference for him. So, I mean, that sounds.
Look at this one. Get 2 edibles and add a dollop of oil in between. Oh, yowza.
That one. That's the one.
Look at you. That Janet right there.
That's the
you
one.
smokers are terrible. Have a good smoking evening. You guys behave yourselves and have a great day. It's not too cold outside. It's good. The children is home. Take them out to do something nice.
The snowport.
Oh, the snowport start today?
When it start?
I don't think it started.
We did it. I think it starts soon.
Oh, no, it starts today. It starts Friday. It starts today.
Oh, okay, good.
So Snowport starts today down at the Seaport. Go over there and visit many businesses, contests, prizes, giveaways, samples, all kinds of great things. Tell them Spark FM sent you. We're at the Seaport, at the Snowport at the Seaport until December 31st. You read it several times.
January.
January. Maybe December 31st.
Yes, you guys make sure you go check out Grace by Nia over there. The new movie theater opens up next week.
Zazzy Bar.
And check out Zazzy Bar down there as well.
Very nice place down there in the Seaport. Have fun. Be safe. If you're around, come celebrate my birthday with me. And if you don't, we'll fuck you. See you later. Bye. Peace.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Wednesday, November 22nd, Specialist and Friends presents November to Remember. Back in time, Thanksgiving Eve Jam. Strictly old school vibe. Oasis Cafe, 33 Hancock Street in Dorchester. $15 early bird, 20 after. Doors open 9 p.m. Thanksgiving Eve Jam, 2023.frontlineticketing.com. November to remember.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time home buyer with the knowledge